Hello everyone, and welcome to round number 7 of our Firestone Firehog series. And of course, throughout most of the series, we got 3 rallycross tracks. 3 rallycross tracks makes up the majority of the schedule. 2 road courses. We got 2 ovals of different types of racing. And then we got 1 hog supercross. So this is an idea we had probably like the week after the season started, I want to say. And it was like, all right, you know what? We have this open slot in the 7th week in the schedule. Give Slaunch a month, or, well, I mean, it was actually well over a month, I want to say. It seems like it was close to a month, but I feel like it was longer than that. I guess our season did start in February to work on it. And so eventually got it done, and it's here. It's got a Joker lane as well. So we pan over the layout a bit. Here's the Joker lane. Finish line is right there. That's the finish. And yeah, here's our Joker line. A little longer way around the first section. It sets you up pretty... it's pretty difficult to take the first section out of the Joker, too. So that also makes it kind of interesting. Generally slows you down a little bit more on that as well. So it doesn't look like that long of a Joker. But, it's hard to get the run outside of it. So that can sometimes make it even slower. But yeah, I got the idea for it, and now we have this one-off hog supercross event. Let's go through the gate. It's going to be Slaunch, Luke, Pancake, Detail, Vulcan, and then Turkey, Camby, Hunter, and then Matt, Armada, and Soul. I don't know why the gate is lined up 5-3-3. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember, but that is the gate. We're going to be going on the nade start, I believe, 2 Jokers, 12 laps for this one. I want to say is what it is. So usual 2 Jokers on the strategy as we generally do. And again, 12 laps, which it's going to be a pretty long race, especially because, I mean, nobody's going to run a perfect race. This track's very easy. Has a lot of sections that are very easy to cheese. There we go, nades out, and we're green. See how this start goes. Yeah, and ends up being no room for Slaunch. Oh my god. I think Detail gets punted into the Joker too. That's insane. Yeah, that was a rough start. I kind of felt, I mean, when you have that when that first heat like Slaunch did, and you have that gate pick, it's hard not to take that inside gate. But yeah, I'm not surprised at how that went. Oh, more carnage into our second rhythm there. Matt going down on that one. Tough. Gonna have to find the hog. That's another thing too. The dismounts on this are rough. A lot of the times you dismount and like finding where your vehicle is or where the right side of your vehicle is. Right is incorrect. You don't want to get on the right side. You want to get on the left side. Finding out where that is, it can be kind of disorienting and kind of difficult sometimes. I think or no, Slaunch actually lands on top of somebody there. Oh, can be running it a little too hot into the berm. And we're slowly approaching our first lap. I'm not surprised that first lap down is is this cheesy. I'm sure Moto 2 will be even cheesier. But yeah, it's a difficult track. Again, it's one of those things where like where you get into a rhythm, it's not too bad, but it's hard to get into a rhythm on here. Pancake, Luke, and Soul top 3 first lap down on this one. Turkey in 4th. Oh, more troubles in that Dragon's back section there. I think Armada holding onto that top 5 right now. Oh, some Joker strategy coming out. He's going for it. Take a look at these Joker runs, showcase what they look like a little bit. Looks like Slaunch went for it too. But yeah, you can slam out of the Joker or you can slow down. But the thing is, when you slow down, it's still kind of hard to hit the first rhythm. It's not really like guaranteed to hit the first rhythm. So it's an interesting... Oh my god, that was brutal for Vulcan right there. It's an interesting choice that you have to make when you're going through the Joker, because again, you can slam through it, and if you're gonna bog down and not land the jump anyways, then slamming out of the Joker. Look at this cap already too. Then slamming out of the Joker like kind of makes sense. If that's how you think it's gonna go, it kind of makes sense to do it, to just gas it out of it and just take the L on trying to take it properly. It kind of makes sense. But the thing is, if you do slow down in the exit of the Joker and you do hit it properly, you can hit that proper rhythm exiting it. And that's the fast way to do it. That's the fast way to do it. But another thing, too, is if you have, if your Joker exit is close, like if you have another driver that's going to be close in your Joker exit. Maybe you don't want to let off. You know, maybe that's not going to work. Maybe if you go for that let off, it's going to allow somebody to just like get in front of you. Like maybe if you slam out of the Joker, you can like kind of like block past them out of it almost. Soul running second for a second there, but fortunately cheesing that rhythm section didn't help him. So that was not a good one there for Soul. But yeah, I don't know, the Joker in this one's interesting. I feel like every week we have, even though they're all long Jokers, I feel like we have pretty good variety in the Jokers on the tracks, where there's like different ways you can approach the Joker strategy and stuff like that. So I always think that's pretty cool. Battle for the lead. I'm trying to figure out outside or inside. Dude, this is the thing with the Hogs. Oh, that's gonna be close. Nice save on the rocks there. It's gonna be Luke Pancake Soul top 3 right now. Those lines are tough. On that inside line, going into that table, you want to kind of like bring it wide and get the speed for that, and it's a difficult part because, and I think I was saying, I don't remember if I was saying this on a last race or if I was saying this in a practice lobby or whatever, but I feel like that's one of the better, passing parts of the track. You just have to be careful because those lines come together, and you got to be careful for that contact there. But again, even though there's a lot of places to gain time, it's the same thing with the Hogs as usual. Even though there's a lot of places to gain time, you know, there's only so many like great passing spots, and you kind of have to figure out where those are. And again, I feel like that one's pretty good. So that is Luke Pancake Soul top 3. Turkey is 4th now. Oh, Slotch working his way into 5th. Detail in 6th, getting pretty close behind through the whoops. And look at how, well, there's going to be Jokers coming in too, obviously, but look at how spread out it is already. I'm not surprised. That's the thing with this track too. A lot of our rally crosses and GPs have a pretty nice skill gap too, but I mean, this one probably has the biggest variance, I would say. Not just like in terms of, you know, how fast of a lap you can run, but like your average lap time too, and then just how many places there are in this track to just absolutely cheese yourself. Oh, was a rough one there. Slaunch cheesed it right in front of Detail. That section's interesting too, because again, it's another one where like if you hook up that inside, it can be faster, but like right there, for example, Detail would have had a faster line than Slaunch because Slaunch kind of got too loose on it, messed it up a little bit. So is this Soul in 3rd. Pancake done with Jokers. I don't know if Luke's taken any. I think Soul's taken 1. I'm not sure if anybody in this mid-pack has taken any. Turkey had a mistake in the Dragons back there. He falls behind Slaunch and Detail, and Slaunch and Detail are gaining rapidly on Soul right now. Again, Soul does have that Joker in the bank. I'm not sure if these guys took one. Oh, Soul just struggling with that back rhythm. Detail trying to make it work. Wasn't able to make it work that time. Slaunch is the one that nails it, and he's going to get around Soul and get away from this pack for a little bit. He's hooking that line up there, trying to get away. Slaunch taking the first heat. Track Creator trying to get into the podium. And this is a big, like, points-wise, you know, obviously the championship fight's still going on, but this is all throughout the field, this is a very interesting night points-wise, too, because obviously, you know, it's the only Supercross in the schedule, and it's gonna be different. You know, where people finish in the field and stuff like that, you know, might switch things up a little bit. It's kind of like a wild card race, right? It's kind of like a wild card race. It's the only track of its kind in the schedule. So this is like the wild card race, essentially, is the way that I'd look at it in the season. And also Roman's not here. Oh, that was another Joker taken for Luke. That's close now. I don't know if that's, I think that might be first one taken, but I honestly don't remember. So I'm not sure. So either first or second Joker taken there. I don't recall at this point. But it's looking like the lead battle could be pretty close coming up soon. And then Slaunch is starting to approach. Soul still in 4th, Detail still in 5th. And this top 5, I mean, the top 2 has a gap of their own. Then the top 3 is like kind of in their own zone. And then, you know, that end of the top 5 has a nice gap here on Turkey and Camby, who seem to be in their own groove right there at the moment. Oh, Camby going for it. Oh. Might be a pass. Hold on, I kind of want to watch that. It would be kind of nice. Oh, it's getting tight. Turkey might have it at the end. Wow. Hold on. We'll get back. I wanted to go through the field for a sec, but I want to get back on this. This battle just got kind of hot. Kind of want to spectate this for a sec. But the point situation does get interesting. Because again, there's the obvious championship fight, but Roman's not here. So if you didn't notice going through the lineup, Roman is not here. So Roman's a pretty big contender in the podium points battle, and I've been kind of projecting it throughout the season, saying that like Roman, Sol, Slaunch, and Armada kind of seem to be like the 4 contenders. The battle was still raging on, but that was a little too rough for Turkey. That's probably going to be curtains, at least for now. Yeah, Camby's going to take that one. Oh, maybe not. Turkey getting a better run. Fighting back. Get a nice battle to spectate here. Going to be different lines. Oh, Camby overshoots that inside berm. Turkey, okay. Turkey's got jokers on the line, so Turkey's just going to say, screw this battle, take a joker, and then, we'll see where he ends up after that. Oh, big collision. Oh, what happened here? Nice drift. Love that. Oh, okay, interesting. So Sol dropped back. Detail must have had a really nice set of laps or something. Gets close with Slaunch. Oh, wow, that was a tough case. Yeah, Slaunch gets by with that one. Detail gets the full dismount. And that's unfortunate, because I was battling for podium position right there, and now he's gotten all this track position lost, and Sol's in the battle here too. Oh my god, off in the whoops too. So this is going to make things interesting there. And again, battle for the lead is Pancake and Luke, so Detail needs to try to get these spots, because that's championship fight. Oh, Sol holds on to it. Nice. That's championship fight going on up there. And, it's going to be, he does have it by 3 points right now, so if he can make up some of these spots, that would help there. And everything's going to matter, because going into that last week, so Matt is the lapper here on the outside, doing a good job, blue flag in there. Just want to point that out. Not a 3 wide lead battle or anything. Didn't miss any crazy Slaunch run. Just want to make sure on that. But yeah, that's what's going on there. But yeah, so again, like this race, major points implications. I think it's going to kind of like set things up too, going into that last one, because again, it's like, it's weird because there's two, there's 2 oval races in the schedule, so you can't really like call them wild cards because there's 2 of them. But at the same time, it's Hog Tona, which is no drifting, crazy runs. It was kind of a new thing in the schedule too, because we technically have ran the Hog Woo before. We haven't ran like a straight up Hog Oval yet. So even though there's like 2 ovals, it's like they're almost kind of like wild cards on their own too, because they're so different. Yeah, the Hog Woo and Hog Tona do not race similarly at all in any way. So it's kind of weird like that. I almost kind of look at it as like 3 one-offs in the schedule in a way, with those 2 races and Hog Bay. Solid battle for the lead going on. We'll see how this one winds up here. It's going to be a rough run through the first section for both of them. Not really quite able to hook it up on that one. Going through this back rhythm, or second one on the track. Drivers in the roll line cheesers, but I think Pancake's going to have the run around the outside here probably. Battle went on for a good like half a lap there. Might be able to sink back in if it stays like squirrely, but it's looking like it's going to be him for the lead here. Luke's second, and Slaunch, I want to say Slaunch is still third unless something happened. That's definitely, yeah, Slaunch just kind of worked his way, like he's kind of chilling. Yeah, Slaunch has big gaps either way. He's kind of locked in. And then fourth is still, oh, that's Matt. God, I actually got confused. Fourth is still Sol. Detail trying to chase him down again. And again, Sol in that podium fight too. Wow, Camby and Turkey still going at it. That's crazy. A little bit of spice in the lead battle again for a moment, but don't know how this is going to work out off the yeah, not going to work so well off the tabletop. So again, that's lead. Look at the gaps. Look at the gaps again. Like it's pretty absurd. Holy schmoly, it's that bad? Like I'm not touching the controller right now. God. Anyways, that's pretty bad. Back to this one. Camby and Turkey putting on a pretty sick battle for multiple laps, I want to say. We caught some of it. I think Turkey going to rip around the outside, take care of that one. For now, we'll see if Camby can bring it back. Wouldn't be surprised because they seem to be glued to each other in this one. Matt gonna go for his Joker. I like that. The Joker blue flag strat. Respectable. It might have been intentional. I don't know. It might have just worked out that way. Let's see. Hunter there. Hunter's after Turkey and Camby, I want to say. And there's Vulcan. Then there's Armada. And then Matt, I want to say. But yeah, it's the spread in the field is absolutely ridiculous at this point. And I want to check. I think we're going into 2 to go. Memory serves me correctly. Hopefully. I think we're going into 2 to go. But yeah, I was projecting it throughout most of the season. I thought it'd be Armada, Soul, Roman, and Slaunch duking it out for that 3rd place position. And this is a big one because Armada's, not specializing in the Supercross track, so he needs to try to get some points here, keep himself in it, because Armada did have a very good Hogtona. Now, again, the ovals are different. The Hogwoo and Hogtona are different, but like, you got to think going into that last race, considering he won the overall at Hogtona, he's the only overall winner besides apart from Detail and Luke in this season, which is crazy at this point, going into Hog Bay. And going into an oval for the last race, like, you got to think, he's got to be feeling pretty confident on that, but he's got to keep enough points. He needs to, like, keep that gap alive going into it. And we'll definitely do a recap after this race too, because it's going to be, it's going to be one more week for the regular season championship, one more week before grand finals, and there's going to be, like, the way this season's gone, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of battles going on. It's going to literally, I said it weeks ago, I think we're literally going to have, like, a battle everywhere. Like, everywhere throughout the points, pretty much. Like, throughout the top 10, like, the entire top 10, which is great. Doesn't always work out like that. What happened here? Hunter going down. I might get into blue flag territory. Might. Not so sure. Not so sure. Oh, Armada's already in blue flag territory. So I think he's probably going to be the last one to get blued here. But I believe, pretty sure we're on the white flag here. Trying to figure out where that second checkpoint is. But I'm pretty sure we are. I actually don't remember. Okay, yeah. Where is that second checkpoint? I don't even know. Oh, that's where it is. Okay. So one more, or a few more rhythm sections to go, but the top 3 is looking pretty locked. I wonder if oh man, I don't even know where they are at this point, but I wonder if Detail and Soul are still going at it. We'll have to look, especially with how big these gaps are, because I think that battle might be going on. We'll have to see if we can get an update on that one. But yeah, the top 3 is looking pretty locked at this point. Trying to follow the lappers too. Okay, so it's Vulcan. So Vulcan, did he get passed by him? I don't know. Is Pancake going to take the win for Moto 1? Luke going to take 2nd. Slaunch going to pull in for 3rd here in a moment. And I want to see if we still have this battle going on, unless that's... Wow. How did that gap end up being that big? Jesus. I think this is Detail here. Yeah, so that was definitely a battle for a bit, but wow, that gap got crazy at the end. So that's top 3. It's looking like Detail's for sure going to take 4th. It's looking like Soul should have 5th. I want to say, yeah. We had pretty big gaps in the road courses too, but this one's definitely on another level though. For the gaps throughout the field, Moto 2 might be a little tighter, but it'll probably still separate in the end, I imagine. So yeah, he takes 4th, Soul takes 5th, and then Turkey even. Oh my God! Wow! Did Turkey get past here? Did he cross the line? Wait, low key. Yeah, I think that's an L for Turkey. We better make sure Camby has the spot over Turkey. He definitely messed that up. Camby definitely got across the line first. Let the record show. I think we did have the line up right. Wow. Turkey tries to troll the finish and literally lost a position to Camby. Brilliant. So Camby will take 6th, Turkey will take 7th, Hunter will take 8th, Vulcan 9th, and it's looking like it's going to be Armada 10th and Matt 11th in this one. So yeah, pretty interesting race. Yeah, Hog SX definitely interesting. Definitely difficult in its own way, tech in its own way, and yeah, it's weird. Like, you definitely have the same things with the gears like you do on the GPs and the the road courses and the rally crosses a little bit. But it's obviously a bit different when you're going through jumps and like obstacles and stuff. And then like with how wide the tracks are too, like you can technically go like 3 wide on some of these, but it's pretty difficult. And then obviously too, like with the gooses, another thing like the gooses, it's pretty easy to, well, I don't want to say easy, but it's easier to like, dodge somebody that like cases a jump in front of you or something like that, like work your way through a rhythm where there's a big pileup. But I mean, look at these. If there's a big pileup in front of you, there's not really anywhere you can go. It's not really anywhere you can go. So, oh no, man, we got to get across the finish. But yeah, so even though it's a little bit different, it's definitely, I don't know. It has its similarities, but it definitely stands out enough. I would say it definitely stands out enough for sure. There we go. All right, so that's gonna be our first. God, that is so absurd, dude. That is gonna be our first moto. I can't even stop it. Elite controllers, they're fantastic. Buy them. Microsoft, they're great. They're great. $180, well spent. But yeah, GG's for Moto 1, and make sure you don't miss Moto 2.